Please subscribe the channel for more updates, and also please like and share the video.
Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe the channel for more updates on the technical solutions. In this video, I will explain you how to automate the REST web services using org.apache.commons.httpclient in Java for post calls using the live web services. For all setup, downloading the jars, Eclipse, TestNG, please watch the automate the get call video. This is the complete code I have written automated the web services using for the post calls. Okay, here I have declared HTTP client object as null, post method object as null, and I have declared map string object, response map, and header map. And this is the URL. This is the test URL. You can hit the service for the testing purpose, for get calls and post calls, even for put calls, and also for delete, and also for patch. Okay, here I am instanting the HTTP client equal to new HTTP client. So here I am declaring the parents. So the parents is about we are setting the connection manager timeout and S4 timeout. So for more details on this, what is connection manager timeout and S4 timeout, please watch the get automating the get calls video. Here I'm installing the new post method. So here I'm passing the URL. So these are the different ways to add the request headers. So post method dot set request headers. Here I'm adding all the headers. There is other method way to add the headers. Post method dot add request headers. This is the other way to add the headers. Else I already declared map on the top. This is for header map. So we can add the header and values of a string as a key and value pair. Header.map put. Here is the header name and this is the header value. So here I have added the headers to the header map. Then I return the logic to add the request headers. So here I am looping the header map. Post method dot add request header, entry dot get key, entry dot get value. So here this code will add all the request headers to the post method. If you want to print the request headers, this is the method I have written to print all your request headers. You can go through the code. So for post calls, I'm adding the request body. So here this is the method I have written request body. So here I have constructed all the request body here. So I have declared as a string object here. Here request body. So this is all the code I have written to construct the request body, and I'm returning the request body here. So if null not equal to request body, I'm adding this request body to the post method. So this is the code I have written. Yeah, so next, so this is the line I have written. Print request headers. So what are the headers you have added to the post method? So you can print the, this is the method I have written to print all the request headers. So next line, so here I'm constructing the request body. Here I have constructed the request body and I'm converting and adding to the string, and I'm returning the request body. So now this string request body having the request body. So this is the line I have written to add the request body to the post method dot set request entity, new string request entity, request body, null UTF-8. There are other ways are there. You can add the request body. Suppose your request body is in the file and it is in the form and it is in the resources. Here I have the complete request body. I am reading the request body into the input stream. Then I am converting the input string into the string using the method iOutils.toString. After that, I'm adding the request body to the post method. This is the other way you can read the request body from your resources. And this is the new line I have written. Input stream request entity. New input stream request entity. You can pass the input stream, the value 1. Then you can add the input stream request entity to the post method. This is other way. I have one more way. You can add the request body to the post method. I'm reading the data from resource file and I'm adding to the input stream. Then I convert it into the string. Then input, I'm adding the data to the input stream request quantity. New input stream request quantity. New byte array input stream request body. I'm converting to get bytes UTF-8 -1. Then you can add the input stream request entity to the post method. So this is the main code I have written to execute the post method. Then I'm capturing the response code into the integer value status code. I'm printing that, and this is the code I have written to display the response header. And this is the all code I have written to read the response body and printing the response body. Byte array response equal to post method that get response body, and then I convert it into string and directly can read the response body as a string into response body 2, and then I'm printing the both response body 1 and response body 2. Here I'm instantiating the hash map string object which I have declared on the top. Then I'm updating all the response data to the response map. So this is the method I have written to update all the response map data into the response map. Here I'm passing the post method and response map. Right now response map is empty. So HTTP method base, this is the type of variable. I'm reading the post method into this variable, and this is the response. Then I'm adding the response data, status code 1, HTTP method base dot get status code, HTTP method base dot get status line dot get status code. Into the status code 1, and you want to know get status code, and you want to add to the, I'm adding to the status text. And HTTP version, I'm reading HTTP method base dot get status line dot HTTP version into the HTTP version key, and region face get status line dot get region face, both are same. Get status text and get region face, both are same. And I'm adding the response header to the response headers key. So here I'm calling the method. So this method, all the response headers and their values will add to the header map and return the header map in the form of map string. Then here this is the code I have written to add the response body, and response body as response body stream into the response. If so, this is the code. If response body or response body stream having empty, otherwise I'm reading the actual response body and actual response body as a stream into this both the keys, and then I'm returning the data in the form of map string object. Now response map contains the all the response data. So this is the method I have written to print the response. Yeah. Here I'm reading the status code. So as this is in the form of object, all the values are stored as in the form of object. So I'm converting to integer. This is the way to convert the integer. And so these are two lines I'm converting integer to the string. After that I'm printing. This is also I'm reading the statistics. After that I'm printing. And here I'm printing the server. This is the header server value. I want to know the server value. So this is the code I have written. So first I'm reading the response headers as in the form of object and converting to the map. Then I'm passing the response headers and server header to the get value method, and here I'm reading the value and returning the value and to the header. After that I'm printing the value, and next I'm reading the response body into the JSON object. So I'm using the JSON serializer .to JSON method to convert response body into JSON object. So after that, once the JSON object having the response body, so you can return your own logic and read the values from the response. Yeah, so this is the complete code I have written for automating the post calls using HTTP client. So now we'll start executing this script in debug mode and see the results. So now I'm executing the post method. It's executed. You can see the value. Status is 200. I'm printing. I have printed the value, and here I'm printing the response headers. These are response headers, and here I'm printing the response body. Now I'm updating the response map. I'm updating the response data, so you can see that I'm adding the status codes. So here I have added, till now I have added response headers, status code, status state, and HTTP version. And now I have added the response body and also response body association to this response object. I'm returning that, and now I'm printing the response. So first I read the value and I converted it into string, and now I'm printing that. You can see the results. Now status text, you can see OK. And now I'm printing the server header value. That is, this is the server header value. Now I converted response into JSON object. Yeah. After that, now I'm releasing the connections, and I'm making post method httpclient equal to null. So this is all catch block I have written to catch the exceptions, Sago timeout exceptions, HTTP exceptions, IO exceptions. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe the channel if you like the video, and also please share the video, friends. Check the description. I have shared the Postman link to download the complete code and how to automate the web services for get method, delete, put, and patch. Check my other videos I have uploaded. And thank you, friends. Please subscribe and encourage me. I'll upload more technical videos. Thank you.